Hello, hello, my melodies. Welcome back. We're talking about Phantasmal Flames, Build and Battle, the pre-releases that I went to this past weekend. Ended up going to two of them and had a good time. Since it was kind of Halloween night on the Friday night, I think a lot of stores, or at least the store that we went to, we convinced them not to do the midnight because there's some bars nearby, and we just didn't want to mix up with a rowdy Halloween night. Plus, I think a lot of the people who were attending also wanted to do candy and stuff, and then have a sugar crash afterwards. It's Halloween. It's the way it usually goes. So both of them were during the day. It was still a long day because it was lots of hours of playing Pokemon, opening packs, talking through strategies, learning stuff. It can drain you. With all of that said, it was a lot of fun, and I'm going to be interspersing the kind of short little clips that I took while I was there. While I'm talking about some of the cards and some of the things that we pulled, some of the new tech that I saw. I believe there was one card that was in a preview list that I hadn't seen or I didn't pull any of. So we're going to continue to want that card. And then, just talk through some of the fun that we did. It's a build and battle, so let's shrink on up, show some other stuff. The first thing I want to kind of talk through are these trainer tips cards. So when you get a deck that is one of the pre-built decks in your kit, the trainer tip cards show up, but I really do like getting them because they have all of the pack artwork. So we have Heracross there. We have Mega Gengar. We have, of course, the Mega Charizard EX from the set. Those are the two big ones, and then Mega Lopunny for that artwork. So I love the artwork. I think I'm going to try and use maybe some of that artwork on the thumbnail. That or the thumbnail is going to be the most important pull of this set. I'm talking about Meloetta. There she is. Beautiful, beautiful card. Later this week, come on back. I think I'm probably going to do it on Wednesday. There is a new Mega Diancie battle deck thing, and it has this card in it, but as a special illustration rare promo type of thing. So very beautiful, of course. Soothing Melody, heal damage on your benched psychic Pokemon. That could be very valuable in a Gardevoir deck because you're having to attach energy and then you can heal it. Some of the attackers want damage counters on there, so it's kind of a mix and match, but very, very beautiful. Beautiful Meloetta card to add to our musical binder collection. I know I haven't shown the binder yet. I have the cards. What I'm really trying to do is find a really good binder that represents kind of a music stuff. I'm very tempted, so tempted, just to get one of the oh shoot, what is it called? The not manuscript, but the it'll come to me later. I forgot what the name is, but I'm thinking about getting a musical binder to put the musical cards in and then figuring out how to do the sleeves and the inserts. Regardless, Meloetta is in this set. Always great to see her. And, she is always the most melodic and most melody for our group and our kind of fans here. Yeah, I call you all my Meloettas and my mellow fellas. And that's where I get the melodies from, really. I know there's also a Sanrio character. I get that, but lowercase m. Not name melody, lowercase melody of songs and tunes, and we can all sing in harmony together. That's the whole spirit and the whole idea. Okay, the next couple cards I want to talk about are the promos that I ended up picking up. The very first promo I got with my kit was this Toxtricity. So you see the Phantasmal Flames stamp in the lower right corner, and the artwork is different than the regular Toxtricity of the set, but the ability is quite fun. You get to search for a basic dark energy from your deck, attach it to one of your dark bench Pokemon, and then you shuffle your deck, and the Pokemon that you've attached there gets 2 damage counters. So you can do some damage acceleration if you need to pump up an attack that does better with the amount of damage counters on a Pokemon. Plus, it's just energy acceleration, period, which is very crucial to the game in general. And I like this. I think there will be some good tech. I don't know if it fits into any of the current decks that are out there. You know, Marnie's Grimmsnarl is pretty good acceleration, but now that we have like Mega Absol and some of the other dark decks that are part of the Mega Evolution series, I think this card is going to be a sleeper. It's going to be something that you need to hold on to, because in the future, this is going to be really, really valuable. That's my assumption. That's my gut. I don't know. Fast forward to to next year, and let's see if I was correct. If that's going to be one of those cards that just feels good. Like some of the other stuff, like back in my day, like several years ago, we had like Shadow Rider Calyrex, and it was powerful at the time, but it wasn't really great when it came out. And then more and more stuff came out to make that a really, really strong deck. I suspect Toxtricity we will see in the future. So hold on to those as you get them. I'm glad I got one, and I'm going to save all my doubles for the future. The other promo that I got and deck was the Ceruledge, or Ceruledge. I don't know how people really say it. I feel like Cerulean is is kind of what the play is, but Ceruledge, and has the stamp there and the different artwork. Now this one's an interesting deck. They came with 4 energy retrievals, like 3 or 4 of the Firewatch new Pokemon tech. I don't know if I grabbed that trainer to look at, but it was a very interesting deck to play. I ended up losing all 3 rounds on the second set. The first 2 I did play Ceruledge. The third one I played a silly deck. We'll get to that in a second. But the tech is great. The deck worked very well. The problem is it just you play 4/4 of this line, and I didn't get to the second Pokemon, or it was just whoever attacked, whoever was able to get there first and then take the prizes. That's who ended up winning. But shout out to new players that came out, and one of them did beat me. So shout out to people having fun on building battles, even if they've never played the game before. So that's a ton of fun. Let's see. Let's just go run through the pulls I had. Yep. So didn't have too many great pull rates. However, we can see down here on this first one, the set number, there's 94 cards in this main set. So as you're pulling Phantasmal Flames, like, understand up front, it's a small set. There's not going to be a lot of major pulls in it. There are illustration rares and full arts and special illustration rares. All of that is in the set, and I think there's a couple hyper rares, or maybe not. Maybe there's not a hyper rare. Now that I'm thinking about it, no, I think there's at least 1 or 2. Regardless, actually, do I have it easily accessible? It's a smaller set, so don't get discouraged. You're going to pull a lot of the same cards. Some of them are, I think, very playable. Some of them aren't, but it's just the way it goes. Okay, let's see. We have 1 Mega Charizard X EX, which is the hyper rare. That's the gold one. I think one person ended up pulling that that extra, or that gold card. I think his name was John. I can't remember, but yeah, fun stuff. It is in the wild. It's being pulled, but the fact that there's only 130 cards total in this set means you're going to be pulling a lot of duplicates, and any hits you should, I'm excited for. The fact that I got some, there were the first build and battle I pulled nothing special, but then the extra packs I got some stuff, so we'll see what those, and I do have my prize packs from the second game that I'm going to be opening up with you guys. So I am doing an opening later today, later on this video. So Rotom EX was one of the first ones. I love this color. I love the background. Ton of fun. And it has some interesting tool ability. So it says each of your Pokemon that has Rotom in its name may have up to 2 Pokemon tool cards attached. If this ability goes away, discard tools down to 1 remaining on your Pokemon. So I don't know if this fits into any decks yet, but it could be interesting. Rotom's always been one of those where the technology or the supporting nature of it usually does something special. I got a Mega Diancie EX. Of course, it's also in that battle deck, so I think it's the same printing in both. We'll come back later this week to double check that, but I pulled one of those. I got a Mega Lopunny EX, I think in one of the extra packs that I was able to open up on the earlier one. And then a full art Sacred Charm, and it says 30 less damage from attacks of the opponent's Pokemon that have an ability. So I don't think it was too useful in the Build and Battle pre-release kits, but still could be good fun tech. And if it's tools and you're doing Rotom, then it's like you can have a lot of extra ones. The notable cards that came out in this set, we'll talk about those a little bit. One of the notable cards I had was little Jigglypuff here, has Ball Roll, and then Wigglytuff has the round attack. So we've seen this tech before. We've seen these names, these styles of deck. This is the silly deck that I played on my last game. I put one of here. If I had more Jigglypuffs, I would have put them in the deck, but I played one Jigglypuff, 39 energy, guarantee I got the Jigglypuff straight off in there. And I rolled, what was it, 7 or 8 heads total before they knocked out my Pokemon. My opponent gave me a couple extra turns to try and roll and do some extra damage, but that was a lot of fun. I love Jigglypuff in general. This one has some nice little stars in there. I don't think there's any musical theme or references, but it's Jigglypuff, so I might just have to do it, include it anyway. So, notable card for Jigglypuff. Also got, let's talk about Genesect. Genesect is going to be one of the store promos. I'm not sure which one it was going to be. It might be GameStop, maybe not. I'll have to check the post that Pokemon did. But Genesect has this Bugs Cannon, and the Meganium set from the Mega Evolution base set allows you to have like more grass energy. For every one, it counts as 2. And this does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each grass energy attached to this Pokemon. I have a strong feeling that Genesect is going to be a very strong, very added deck to like the Mega Venusaurs, the Meganiums, the Teal Mask Ogrepons. I think grass is going to get a lot stronger with Genesect. So take a look at that. If you're playing a grass deck right now, figure out how to tech it in. I like that idea because it's a sniper and you can load up quickly with all the other grass support that's out there right now. One of the new supporters that we are getting in this set is Grimsley's Move. It says look at the top 7 cards of your deck, put a dark Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Doesn't say you may, so if you find one, you should do it. Then shuffle the other cards and put them on the bottom of your deck. That one caught up a lot of people during building battles. It needs to go on the back. You don't shuffle it back in general. Usually these cards, you just shuffle everything back in, but everything else goes to the bottom, and then you can't use supporter during your first turn. That's pretty standard. So that was another piece of tech that got added in. Another card I'm excited about is this Wondrous Patch, and it says attach a basic psychic energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. I'm going to be putting 4 of these into my Slowking deck because, I need energy acceleration. This is going to help with, if I can't get to Zatus or my Zatus get knocked out. This is going to make my deck more consistent, which I'm excited for. And then I wanted to talk about some of the things that we got in the Build and Battle kits. A couple of the Build and Battle kits had several Lily's Determination. It's been very, very playable card, especially because if you have 6 prize cards remaining, you get to draw 8 instead. Early game supporter that is very valuable. People have been playing that. Hilda, I think both of my kits had Hildas in them, so the Hilda shortage is going away, which is wonderful because it's such a powerful card. It says search for an evolution Pokemon and an energy. Doesn't have to be a basic energy, it can be any energy. Hilda is so powerful. And then we also, because this is another one from the White set, those were both from White Flare, energy retrieval. So a lot of people, some people even said they didn't even know it got reprinted because the White Flare set was kind of hard to get hold of. So I am like, this The build and battle kits are helping out the community get some more cards that are very valuable. We have some new tech to play with. I don't think there's anything that's super like groundbreaking or changing to the game in general, but it's a good, healthy follow-up to the base set, and I'm excited for it. So let's go ahead, switch on over to doing our pack openings for today. We have, of course, the BPM zone. We always like to roll and figure out what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're doing the shortest Pokemon in today's opening. Let's see if I get it on screen like that. I am going to keep those up there in the MVP section just because that's what I pulled during the events. And I have they giving out prize packs for participation, and then the 3 extra packs. Usually you go to, well, if you go to a store that does it the way that I prefer it to be played, you enter into the build and battles, you play your 3 rounds, and every round that you play and participate in the event, you get an extra pack. So, of course, there's always 3 rounds for the event. There's a code card for the prize pack, and then you get extra 3 packs. So that's what those are extras there. In theory, you should be able to open up 7 packs for each event that you go to. That's what I like. That's what I support. Okay, we got Dusclops. We're doing the shortest. Let's see how short. It's 5'3". That's kind of tall. We have a 3'3". Oh yeah, very tall, 6'7". Crispin hollow and a Dusclops hollow for our 2 hollows on the prize pack. I'm going to assume that I get something shorter in the 3 packs of Phantasmal Flame. So, first pack opening with you guys. I'm excited. I might have shown the other 3 prize packs as I was recording. There were a lot of people talking about the text on the cards and what was going on. I'm always there to help as a Professor Mark talk through any of the details and stuff. We're starting out strong with a cute little Piplup, 1/4. Zigzagoon's also 1/4. Got Mischievous. We got Charmeleon, a Jumbo Ice Cream. Boy, that's a big old stack of ice cream there. Heal 80 damage from your active Pokemon that has 3 or more energy attached. Okay. We got Gramble, Paldean Tauros, Crocoroke, Mamoswine, and oh, there we go, Mega Heracross EX. We got a double rare on one of our prize packs. That is wonderful. We are going to start that MVP section for sure. Get that party started so everybody from Phantasmal Flames can join us. And I think just because Piplup's cuter, I'm going to say Piplup's winning. Zigzagoon technically is also in the BPM zone, but Piplup's cuter. So you got to get shorter than 1 foot 4 inches. And Piplup's just a little guy, a little girl hanging out there. I don't know. It's a penguin, so kind of gender neutral. I don't know. We have a Gligar, Primplup, so we can evolve now. We got Smeargle. We got Toxel's also 1/4. Cresselia. Dawn. Oh, there we go. I hadn't pulled a Dawn until now. Let's talk about some more tech that is wonderful from this set. So Dawn says you can search your deck for a basic Pokemon, a stage 1 and a stage 2, reveal them and put them into your hand. So Gardevoir, very powerful. I mean, a number of different decks. Meganium with and Mega Venusaur decks with the grass ones. I mean, anything with the 3 stages. Being able to get 1 of each, you can get a full evolution line of what you need. Put this in with your rare candies and stuff. You can do some really fun stuff to party out. I think I'm going to try and put Dawn into my Slowking deck as well. Like I can get a Slowking set up or a Natu Zatu set up. And then grab a stage 2 that's one of my attackers. Very, very excited to see that. There's Wigglytuff. Yay! I was looking for Wigglytuff because it has music notes. First one is going to go Blathers into the actual collection for Phantasmal Flames, but all the extra ones are going to be fun to see there. And it has that round attack that I was talking about. So round has always been fun. For each Pokemon then play that has round, of your Pokemon that have round, you can do 40 times. So you can have 6 Pokemon that have round in them. And you can do, what is that, 240? 6 times 4. No, 4 times 6. Yeah, 240. it's been a long weekend, but very beautiful. This illustration rare is gorgeous and adorable. That is my chase. I mean, it is so cute. I need a couple of those because I need Blathers and I need to put it in the musical collection binder. 1/8. 2 feet and Toxtricity again, so you can see the artwork is different on the main Toxtricity of the set. Oh, Wigglytuff, that's fun. Got a Heracross there. Okay, last pack. I think I am going to try and go into a couple more pre-releases. Either I have, or I'm going to try and go this next weekend to a couple more. We shall see. Okay, we have Yamper as 1 feet. Okay, so Yamper is a foot tall, probably going to win or not. We will have 8 inches, right? Hold up. That's a tiny text. We gotta bring out our thing here. Yes, 8 inches. Nimble will be winning the BPM zone most likely. We got Apom, Wonders Patch. Okay, I need all of those, so that's really great. The Seviper's an interesting one with the being able to do more damage if there's a Mega Evolution in play. We got Low Kicks. We got Hauntor for that reverse, but the reverses are weird. And we have Dizzying Valley and Palmont for our last rare. So we got a Heracross with the prize packs. That is fun. We will continue to open up Phantasmal Flames as we approach release day and we try and find cards in the wild for everything. But I don't know. Hopefully this was fun, useful information. Let me know if you're excited about some of these cards in the set. I think there are some quality of life changes for cards in this set, so it's going to make the game a little bit more fun. And that's the whole point. We're all here to have fun with Pokemon no matter what. Thank you for watching, and thank you for commenting and sharing this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to keep singing the song in your heart. And in the end, a little music goes a long way.